Hi everyone, sending out a quick video announcement for week 10. Here's some of the information that I think that you need to have a successful week and then also to kind of springboard into writing your final paper. So I'm in the middle of grading all of your group projects. I will be taking into account all the work that you've done on the project itself and then kind of the how you interacted with one another in the forum. So as far as I can tell so far, everybody did a good job, and I'm really appreciative of how hard you all worked and what you've come up with. So yeah, I've really appreciated your work there. We're coming into the final week, and so of the class, at least the coursework part of the class, and then you'll have a final paper to write. So I wanted to give you some idea of what to expect for this upcoming week. So the only assignment really that I have for you this week is to write kind of a short abstract or outline. It really, you don't have to get too technical about it. What I want you to do is by Wednesday, post an idea that you want to write on for your final paper, and then kind of a thesis statement of how you're going to pursue that particular topic. And then post that by Wednesday night, so in the forum, so all of you can read one another's project ideas or paper ideas and see what you all are writing about. And if you have some contributions to make, maybe you've done some reading or some research on an area that you want to contribute to one of your fellow classmates' projects, then you can put that in the comments and the responses on their post. So that's the idea for this week. It's not a lot of work. Don't think of it too technically. One of the things that one of the reasons why I have you do this is because I need to get a kind of an idea of what you all are writing on. So just to make sure that everybody's on the right track. So this will hopefully help you get a jump start on your final paper. Let me talk a little bit about the details of your final paper. This is a 10 to 15 page research paper, no less than 10 and no more than 15 pages. With the standard, it needs to be double spaced, 12-point font, Times New Roman or its equivalent. It needs to have footnotes, so not endnotes and not parentheses notes. It needs to have footnotes at the bottom of each page when you have a reference. Those footnotes and your bibliography need to be in either Turabian or Chicago style, and you can find either of those styles online or through the library, Fuller Library's website on how to cite your specific references. So those are some of the technicalities. The bigger picture is I want you to pick a topic that might interest you. So we've done 6 topics in the group forums. One of those you might want to take a little farther, or you might want to, maybe you didn't get the topic that you specifically might have wanted, and so you can grab onto another topic and take it further. Or there might be something outside of the 6 topics and that you might want to do some research on. So you can pick any topic that you like. It's kind of wide open in that way because I want you to develop a research paper in a field that is interesting to you, that's appropriate to your ministry context, and would help you further both your education and your ability to do ministry. So I intentionally leave that wide open for you all to choose, but I want to make sure that you have a few things. So you could follow the model of the group project where if you take a topic, I want you to pull from some different ways or methodologies to do Christian ethics. So it could be narrative, it could be topical, could be ethics from the margin, it could be a passage centric, like the Sermon on the Mount approach to them. So you don't have to do all of them, but I want you to pick a couple of them to look at a specific issue from different angles. So I'd like you to identify the issue. I'd like you to analyze it from different perspectives and come up with a biblical perspective as far as your research goes on a specific topic. And that's kind of the general idea behind your paper. So I want it to be a strong thesis statement. I want it to be tightly argued, and I want it to be grammatically and syntactically correct. And that's the idea behind that. You can submit a project proposal as well, which would not be a research paper, but would be some kind of project that might fit your ministry context, but it's a little different than a research paper. And then we can talk about that, how that might look for you all. In the syllabus, it says you may also choose a peacemaking or a conflict resolution project and submit an analysis of your project. It doesn't have to be confined to peacemaking and conflict resolution. It can be another particular project that might interest you. So that is an option. I'd probably suggest at this point in the quarter, if you don't already have a project idea, that you pursue a research paper. That's going to be the easiest for you. So the idea is write a quick abstract or an outline, something where everybody can get a sense of what you're writing about and how you're going to support your idea and what are the questions that might interest you. And then you can begin to write your research paper. The final draft of your paper is due by Thursday, December 10th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. If you have problems getting it done by then please email me in advance. That's the best thing to do, is email me in advance and say, hey, there's something that I have a little bit of a challenge with. I have it due on Thursday because I have to turn in the grades pretty quickly, and I'm giving you kind of some run up to the paper and not having a lot of stuff due this week. And so, but if you need a little bit more time, then I have a little bit of wiggle room there. So please just let me know in advance. Don't not turn in your paper and then say, oh, I had a problem and can I have some more time? Just let me know in advance. So it's due again Thursday, December 10th. One quick reminder as well, there is a evaluations that will be coming out this week and during finals week. Please fill out those evaluations. It's very helpful as I think about books that I'm using, as I am adjusting the class all the time to better suit the students' needs. So please fill that out. If you like the class especially, please fill it out, because what I've found is people that have a little bit of frustration or whatever are the first ones to fill it out, and people who like the class, they're like, okay, yeah, it was a good class, and they oftentimes don't fill out the evaluation. So please fill those out, everyone. It would be great if we could get 100% rate on the evaluations, but as many of you as possible can fill those out. Given all the things that are going on, please do that. Okay, so I think for the most part, that's what week 10 and the finals week will look like. A couple of other things. Make sure to go in and check your grades and see that there's no anomalies as far as you can tell. I will have Charlotte be checking the grades from our end, so that we make sure that everybody is square on their grades as we go into the last bits of class. And then if you need to catch up on readings or quizzes or on things like that, then please do that. How I work it is, especially given some of the circumstances of COVID, of all the things that are going on, kind of the radical nature of this particular election, all of these things. So I've tried to be much more flexible than I normally am on due dates and those kinds of things. If you have everything on time throughout the quarter, then you will be rewarded for that. If you get everything done by the end of the quarter, I will take account of that as well. You won't be rewarded as much as everybody that got it done on time. So what I'm kind of saying is, you can get it in, everybody can like catch up on readings or and fill out quizzes if you would like to do that. And then everybody who did it on time will get kind of a little bit of extra credit along with that. Just remember that I dropped one of the quizzes in order to just because. So the lowest quiz I always drop. And then, so if you have 100% already, then you don't need to like make up one quiz or something like that. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Trying to be flexible, trying to be fair, trying to be just in all of your grades, and also give an account for all the circumstances that are going on in everybody's lives. So yeah, I think that's everything for now. I'm going to during the week also just do a few wrap up short videos to try to tie the class together and to bring some of the elements together into a coherent whole. If it isn't quite making sense or not quite coming together for you, I'll try to do that. So yeah, that's it for now. Also look in the I'm going to provide a link to a podcast by Miroslav Volf, and he's in conversation with one other man that talks about civil friendships. And I think our conversation on McIntyre and traditions and how to enter into conversations with people from other traditions, this is a really complimentary podcast to that conversation. And so I thought I would just put that in there for your listening at your kind of pleasure. It's not required for the class, so I just thought it'd be helpful to you all. It's just another angle on that kind of concept. Okay, that's everything for now. Look for a couple more videos this upcoming week, and then begin to think about your paper. And again, by Wednesday, submit an abstract or an outline that gives me an idea and gives the class an idea what you will be writing on. Okay, thanks for a great class so far. Praying for you all. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we'll finish well.